Welcome to the Dragon Staff of Maladoria, Month 4. My name's Landon, you're watching RPG ABC, and we are playing the 2021 quest calendar in monthly increments. Kind of planning on twice a month, going through another month on this 2021 quest calendar. So by the end of 2023, we will have completed this quest calendar, along with the Voidspark Chronicles, another quest calendar that I'm playing each and every day and having a lot of fun with that one as well. So, let's see. Previously on the Dragon Staff of Maladoria, let's see, we saved, what was his name? Victor Fellmount, and we were tasked to go into look for the clergy of this church, and we went in there and ran into some spiders, and I think that's where we ended it. We killed off the spiders. I think that was it. And so today, let's get into it. You make your way through the base level of the church and head to the upper floors. Everything is covered in webs. It seems improbable that just a few spiders could have done this so quickly. As you wind around the stairwell, you see a large sack stuck to the wall. It seems the spiders were keeping a meal here for later, or perhaps they already ate? Cut it down to investigate and see what's inside, and see if what's inside is alive. There we go. Intellect, reminder, investigator. I am not an investigator, and my intellect is +0. 18, that's not bad. All right. If the result is 17 or more, getting us the highest result, that's awesome. You cut the sack down from the wall and press your ear to it. You don't detect any sign of life. There is no breathing, no heartbeat, no movement. You cut open the sack and suspect that you are right. Inside was an older half-elf dressed in robes. The skin color is pale and seeming to lack a lively color. However, there is some warmth to the skin. You feel the body completely, and you free the body completely. There we go. And coax them back to wakefulness. You help him stand up and carry him outside. You just saved someone. Make note on your character sheet that you saved one person. Okay. We will make note of it here under Divine Blow. Saved one. Maybe I'll just do tally. Tally marks make sense because if I save more than just this one, it'll be easier to count them up. So let's continue on. We saved one person. I'm pretty happy about that. It's interesting that they appeared dead at first, but maybe as a half-elf, they were like in their trance sort of thing, and that slowed down their body so much that we couldn't detect that they were still alive sort of thing. Yeah, that mixed with the spider venom. That's why I suspect. You find a door near the top of the stairs and enter. It appears you have found the attic or a storeroom. There is a lot more webbing up here and several more sacks. That could be other people. You go to each one to cut them down. Hopefully there is someone alive up here. Investigate the sacks, see if what's inside is alive. So another intellect check, again +0. So what the heck is that? Sorry, there's something in my dice tray, and for some reason I'm struggling to grab it. Okay. That's a 14. So 14's not bad. Let's see. It's the middle result. If the result is between 9 and 16, you cut down the sacks and tear through them. You find lots of dead and dried up husks of bodies. In one, you even find spider eggs. You immediately take to destroying them all by stomping on them. I would have lit them on fire, personally. No matter how much you may have loved life and its creatures, these were an abomination. You manage to find one living person that you can rescue, is a male dwarf, and has no energy to speak or walk. You carry him out to safety and return. Make note on the character sheet that you saved one person. So that's 2 people that we saved. Yay! And we will continue on. Oh no. 3 spiders. Cutting down the web sacks disturbed the spiders in the room. They have come for you. Oh no. Alright, our attack is +5, so let's go for it. 13 plus 5, that is 18. We're looking good. If your attack is 12 or more, you hit the spider, so we hit. Our damage is 2d8. Beautiful. That is 11 damage. If you hit and your damage is 6 or more, the spider dies. Awesome. 1 spider down, 2 more to go. So, spider number 2. That is 6 plus 11, or plus 5 is 11. We need a 14. We could Divine Blow. It will add, or we could pray for a favor. That would give us +4. And we would guarantee, right now, Divine Blow, roll a d4, add a single to a single attack roll would be a 50-50 chance. They're both, well, Divine Blow's once per combat, so let's go ahead and use that, right? Because the Pray for a Favor is once per rest, so we won't get that back for a while, but the Divine Blow we'll have back for the next page, so, alright. That's a 3. That brings us up to, 11 plus 3, that's 14. If your attack roll is 14 or more, you hit the spider. Alright, so we've used Divine Blow, so we can't do that. But we're going to go ahead and roll damage. 7 and 4, that's 11. That's funny. If you hit and your damage roll is 5 or more, the spider dies. Beautiful. 3rd spider, final spider. +5 to attack. Natural 20. I love these dice. Oh man. Alright. So, if your attack roll is 17 or more, you hit. We definitely hit. That is 11 damage again. If you hit and your damage roll is 5 or more, the spider dies. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful round of combat there. Killing all 3 spiders. Fantastic. Those were scary spiders, too. They got, like, venom dripping down and everything. I just wanted to say, I know we're 4 months in, and now I'm addressing it. I addressed it in Voidspark Chronicles, though. I roll with my left hand, this one, because my right shoulder has an issue going on with it, and so it's actually very difficult for me to, like, roll dice and everything. I'll do it occasionally because I am right-handed, but yeah, that's why I have to turn all the way this way with my microphone over there, and I have to turn away from it. So I'm sorry if that causes any issues. Let me know. But yeah. Let's continue on. We killed those 3 spiders. After climbing the staircase as far as it goes, you reach the top and find the bell tower of the church. You hear an odd noise that makes your stomach queasy. It is certainly not the ringing of a bell. Yikes. I don't like the ooze that's coming out there. We also have a body behind there. So we need to investigate the bell tower and we need to roll intellect. A lot of intellect going on here. Something I am not good at. That is an 8. Plus nothing. So, that gets us the worst result possible. If the result is 8 or less, you spot spider webs around the bell tower, but you see no spiders. You investigate the last webbed sack to find the sack you find in the church. What was in there is no longer alive. Dang it! That's too bad. As you're about to leave the tower and head back down the spiral staircase, a giant spider begins to emerge from inside the bell. Long legs are weaving around, striking at you. You do your best to try and avoid them. Then its sharp fangs and demonic eyes peek out. It has spotted its prey. Alright, we've got 3 rounds of combat against this. Wish us luck. So first round of combat. That is creepy. Can't I just like grab the rope and start ringing the bell and have it go, you know, like, oh, that would be so cool. But anyways, round 1. Fight. That was not in the tray. That's 11 plus 5. We're looking at 16 to hit. If your attack roll is 15 or more, you hit the spider. Awesome. So let's roll damage. That is double 1s. Oh, the camera got messed up. Come on, camera. There we go. There we go. Double 1s on that damage. That is so freaking bad. It's only 2 damage. Now, Pray for Favor does state, twice per rest, add +4 to any die roll. Damage is a die roll, so I could increase that to 6, and that would get the amount of damage we need. And I think as a paladin, I'm going to do that. I don't know if this is like final boss, but it kind of feels final boss. So I'm going to Pray for Favor to make it go up to 6 damage. If you hit and your damage roll is 5 or more, the spider is stunned this round. Alright, round 2. Let's see how we do. That's 18 plus 5, so 23. If your attack roll is 15 or more, you hit the spider. Roll damage. That's 11. If you hit and your damage roll is 4 or more, the spider is stunned this round. Beautiful. So round 3. We'll roll again. 19 to hit. We're looking at 24. If your attack roll is 15 or more, you hit the spider. Alright, we're going to go ahead and roll damage. Oops. That is 7. If you hit and your damage roll is 6 or more, the spider is stunned this round. We didn't kill it? Uh-oh. 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 More of the giant spider is emerging from the bell. You won't be able to fight it off if you are pinned against the wall. It is now blocking the exit to the stairs. There's only one place left to go. You turn and jump out the window onto the roof. Get out the window and onto the roof. We have to roll dexterity, but reminder, athlete. So athlete gives us a +2 to our roll, and dexterity is +1, so it's +3 in total. Natural 20. That would be a 23 in total. If the result is 18 or more, you gracefully dive out of the window and flip in the air. As you land, you crouch into a roll to absorb the shock of the fall. You look around in hopes that someone caught a glimpse of your circus-worthy performance. Okay. And we are moving on to more combat. The spider won't quit in its pursuit of you. It climbs out of the bell tower and onto the roof. It is time to stand and fight, or end up in one of those webbed sacks as one of its to-go meals. Yikes. So we've got 4 rounds of combat. So let's go ahead and start with a +5 to attack. Another natural 20. Beautiful. If your attack roll is 15 or more, you hit. So damage. 11. Awesome. If you hit and your damage roll is 5 or more, the spider is stunned this round. Round 2. That's a natural 2. We're up to 7. Let's see. I would need a 15 to hit. So that would need Pray for Favor and Divine Blow to roll a 4. That's not happening, so I'm just going to miss this round. If your attack roll is 14 or less, you missed. With a 7, we definitely miss. If you missed, or the spider is not stunned, the spider pins you against the wall. If armor is Okay, 16 or more, reduce your health by 2. Down to 17. All right, round 3 of combat. That's a natural 1. What is going on? Dice, you were so hot. Oh, man. You're cooling off now, that's for sure. If your attack roll is 14 or less, you miss the spider. If you missed or the spider is not stunned, the spider bites at you. If your armor is 17 or less, reduce your health by 4. Wow, we're down to 13. All right, one more round. Come on. A 3. What? How? Okay, I have to use... I think I feel like I gotta go with the idea of just bumping up my attack as high as I can. So if I roll a 3 or a 4 on this, I can hit. Right? I'm at 8 right now. If I roll a 3, that would go up to 11, and then the pray for favor would get me to 15, which is what I need. So I need a 3 or 4, 50% chance. A 3. I will use the divine blow, use the pray for favor, and attack this spider. Oh boy. For a 12 damage. If you hit and your damage roll is 5 or more, the spider dies. Whew. That was a rough combat. Holy cow. I had to pull out all the frickin' stops. I had to use both pray for favors. I can't believe I survived that, honestly. That was crazy. Let's keep going. You continue to explore the church in hopes of saving others from the spider sacks. You enter a large room and discover a small altar and offering table at the back of the room. This must have been where worshippers, there we go, came to offer tithing to their god. This room offers a brief respite for all the fighting that took place earlier. Search the altar and offering table using intellect, which is +0 and no investigator ability. 16. Okay. Ooh, best result. If your result is 16 or more, this church has been closed up so long that the food on the offering table has begun to rot. You do manage to look through it and find some food worth 1 ration. Wow, my brain. Add 1 ration to your character sheet, so our meal rations go up to 5. Nice. You'll also find a small bottle of wine. Add 1 bottle of aged wine to your character sheet. 1 aged wine. On the altar, you find a large religious book with the symbol of the church upon it. You do find a few gold pieces and a health potion. Wow, we found so much off this. So we add 3 gold, so we're up to 15 gold. And we get a health potion? Yeah. Holy cow. I'm going to go ahead and use my healing prayer, I think. So that is 1d4 health back. And that is 3 health back. This die really seems to love rolling 3. We're up to 16 health. So cool. All right. And I think that's it for that. So let's go ahead and move on. In the deepest part of the church, you find an entrance to a crypt. The lock looks sophisticated, but what draws your attention is the 4 statuettes of various religious symbols. Below them, in a cavity where one could go, the cavity also holds a pressure plate. The correct statue must have precise amount of weight to trigger the pressure plate and open the door, I guess. It's kind of dark there. I can't really read that. But which statue? That's a good question. Well, that had a flame on it. So I'm going to guess C. It's the same statue that's on the book in the room, right? So we're going to pick a C. Oh. See, you place this on the pressure, or no, you place this statue on the pressure plate in the cavity. You hear a slight grinding of stone on stone before the soft click. The door to the crypt softly glides open. Oh, okay. Nice. We got the right one on the first try. That's pretty awesome. Looks like the other ones will reduce your health. Oh, I love that skull. That's funny. Sorry, I know I'm supposed to be scared. Someone died, but it's still got the eyes in it and stuff. Like, that's funny. You enter the crypt, and cold darkness greets you. Your footsteps echo in the long hallway ahead. You continue onward slowly, taking a careful step at a time. As you take your next step, the floor shifts beneath you as you step on a pressure plate. You hear a click, then dozens of arrows begin to fly at you from slots in the wall. We have to roll dexterity. Reminder, danger sense. No. No danger sense for us. Just a +1. 6 + 1 is 7. Oh no. Oh no, that's the worst result. If the result is 7 or less, you hesitate for a moment too long before the arrows begin to fly at you. You try to shield yourself, but you take the brunt of the assault. Reduce your health by 3. There goes our frickin' healing prayer from before. 13. Okay. Should I chug some health potions? Let's see. What does the health potion get me here? Is it 1d4 or 2d4? Void Spark Chronicles, it's 2d4. Does it say here? Health potion. Restores just 1d4. Okay. Whew, that's rough. Alright. Yeah. It's... Clearly I'm heading into something, and that something is going to need health to back it up. So, might as well heal now rather than wait for no apparent reason, right? Oh no, I gotta re-roll that. Okay, that is a 2. Just a 2. So we go up to 15. Alright. The Crypt. The Crypt is dark, eerie, and quiet. There's bound to be lots of trouble down here, but there must also be some treasure, right? Alright. We are starting at S, and we have to make our way to the star. Now, I do like to go to every room, that is for sure. So, I guess room 1. I mean, on the map, I can see that giant red spider. I don't want to go there, but I also want to go there because I might miss something. I'm one of those gamers where it's like, I want to go everywhere, you know? There's a large tomb in the center of the room. As you approach and climb up the stairs, the entrances close shut, and a black gas seeps into the room. You head for the door to pull it open. Strength. Well, I am pretty strong with a +2. That's a 10. Oh boy. Oh no. If the result is 13 or less, you pull hard and the door opens slightly. You have to pull several more times to get open enough to slip through. You breathe in some gas, reduce your health by 2. There goes my health potion. Man, how unlucky am I right now? I was so hot. Alright, so we'll go down to room 2 here. Room 2. There are some magical symbols and runes drawn in a circle in the middle of the room. A table at the side of the room holds some old relics. You search through and find an ornamental cup worth 3 gold. As you grab it, the runes in the center of a surge with energy. It is trying to steal your life essence. Roll Constitution, which is +0. 5. If the result is 10 or less, life essence drains from you. Reduce your health by 2. I'm down to 11. 11 hit points. This isn't good. Alright. I guess we'll check out room 3. You find a tomb in the room. You open it and find nothing but skeletal remains of a long dead corpse. We'll go to room 5. You find a tomb in this room. You open it and a cloud of smoke wafts in your face. Take 2 damage as the smoke clears and you find 3 gold. So we get 3 gold, but we take 2 damage from dust? Like, that is ridiculous. So we're down to 9. 9 hit points. You happy, game? And then from 5, I guess we'll have to go into 6. 6. There are 2 tombs and a chest in this room, which may contain treasure. As you open the chest, the lids of the tombs slide open. Skeletons emerge to attack. +5 to attack. A 3! Are you kidding me? That's 8 if I... No. I missed. If you missed, the skeletons attack you. If your armor is 16 or more, reduce your health by 1. Ours is 15 plus 1, so 16. So we are down to 8 health. Alright. From there, we move up to room 7. This room is a short hallway with a couple statues of guards in armor. The statues have deteriorated over the years. Perhaps they were here to ward away grave robbers. And we'll check out room 4, the final one. A large spider in the corner senses you as you enter the room and tears through its webs. So we need to attack it. 8 plus 5, we're looking at 13. Oh no, 13 will miss, so we will go ahead Divine Blow. Which, we get a 1, which is what we needed, actually. I didn't even need to roll. But we do hit, so that will be 2d8 for damage. That is 15 damage. If you hit and your damage roll is 4 or more, the spider dies. So we kill the spider before it can attack us, thank goodness. And then we make our room back to the star. And we hit every room along the way. We took way more damage. I'm going to use another healing potion. I like to be in double digits, please. What is that? That is a 4. Awesome. We rolled the max, so we're back up to 12. And that is healing potion 2. Okay. Whew. Alright, let's keep going. The last room in this crypt holds a grand set of tombs. Each tomb is topped with an elegant carving of an old lord, knight, or lady. These must have been the founders of the city of West Haven and past rulers over Maladoria. There is bound to be some great treasure here. Investigate, which is +0. 16. 16's not bad. If the result is between a 13 and 17, you find a residue of black ooze around the crypt and on the tombs. This slime shimmers purple in the torchlight. One of the tombs was slightly open before you got here, and there are footsteps in the dust around the room. Someone must have already been here. Perhaps they are responsible. Among the belongings of the deceased, you managed to find 6 gold. Okay. So if they're not interested in the gold, why are they here? Interesting. As you count the gold you find, you hear a scraping of stone. You look and see the lid of the tomb sliding open. Grotesque figures covered in black slime begin to emerge from their resting places. They spot you quickly. Alright, we've got some undead to attack. Undead number 1. Attack. 13 plus 5, 17. If your attack roll is 14 or more, you hit the skeleton. Awesome. Damage roll. Come on, paladin. That is 8 and 6. We're looking at 14. Awesome. If you hit and your damage roll is 4 or more, the skeleton dies. Undead number 2. We will roll to attack. Natural 1. No. We need to hit 12. Is there any way we'll be up to 6? No, we can't get 6 more off a divine blow. So we miss. If you miss, the zombie claws at your face. If your armor is 16 or less, reduce your health by 3. No! That's a lot of damage. We're down to 9. 9 hit points. Undead number 3. Come on. Oh my gosh, that was so close to being good. That's 5 plus 5. We're looking at 10. And we need 15 to hit. That's just outside our range for a divine blow. Alright, so we miss. And the skeleton bites at your arm. If your armor is 15 or less or more, reduce your health by 1. Okay. So there goes the health potion. Again. If your attack roll is I need to roll for attack. 15 plus 5, 20. Let's roll damage. Okay, that is 12. Cool. So if your attack roll is 13 or more, you hit the zombie. If you hit and the damage roll is 5 or more, the zombie dies. Nice. Alright. You take a moment to collect yourself and catch your breath after defeating the skeletons and zombies that came out of the tomb and open graves of the crypt. So we need to search the corpses. That is an intellect plus 0. Natural 20. Now I rolled good. Jeez. If the result is 15 or more, you see the same black ooze on each of the undead you fought. You also find a buried skeleton still in its open grave. This one did not attack you, and it does not have the slime anywhere near it. On one of the corpses, you find a beautiful brooch worth at least 5 gold. It just needs a little cleaning. Add 5 gold to your character sheet. Alright. We're up to 29 gold. Not bad. Ooh, new item. Before you leave, a faint glowing in the corner of the room catches your eye. It seems to be on an undead hand that got severed in the fight. You slip it off the hand and examine it. It is flawless green emerald held by a gold band. Aside from its glow, it would otherwise appear normal, if not valuable. You place it on your own finger and immediately see things different as your mind expands expands its capabilities. Wielding this grants the user +1 intellect, +1 wisdom. Oh boy. Ring of Mind? Ring of Mind. +1 int, +1 whiz. Right? Yeah. So these each go up. So +1, +1. So I'm leaving the base stat alone and putting the +1s next to it. But that's awesome. That's going to be so helpful. Would have been helpful before all of this junk with all these intellect rolls, but fine, whatever. I finally found it. All right. You barely get time to finish admiring the ring before you hear a steady hum from down the hallway. The noise grows louder and you begin making out the distant sounds of shuffling feet, clanging of weapons, and groaning. You might be overwhelmed in this fight. Run away. Constitution plus athlete. Well, we are an athlete, so that's +2, and our constitution 0, so just +2. 15 plus 2, 17, not bad. Best result, in fact. If the result is 16 or more, you take off running and manage to trace your route back the way you came. You never look back and you make no mistakes. You get out of the crypt and shut the door quickly behind you. Yeah, definitely. You escape the crypt and the church after having done as much as possible to fight off the spiders and rescue the missing townfolk. The sun is starting to rise and you are exhausted. You return to the inn to get some rest and heal. You pay another night's stay, but the rest is worth it. Reduce your gold by 2 and you take a rest. Thank you. We're down to 27 gold, but we do take a rest, which is huge because we get our pray for favor back and our health back, which is huge. Those two things come back. And I think that's it for a rest. After you rest and tend to your wounds, you feel refreshed enough to go collect your reward. You appear before Commander Rufus with the information you discovered in the church. Here is your chance to impress upon the King's Guard and maybe prove you are worth more coin. Convince Rufus the job was worth more than owed. Charisma check. Okay. 14. It's a +0 for charisma, so just a 14. While I have no reason to doubt you, if what you are telling me is true of this ooze, the citizens of West Haven could be in great danger. The king will not take too kindly to such news. I'll be sending a team of my elite knights to eradicate whatever is left there. It wouldn't hurt to send a cleric from another church to assist. We'll need to find out more on what this substance is you found on site. I'll have one of them collect some of it. Stick around. You may be useful. I believe young Victor Felmount has requested an audience with you. You will be escorted to him shortly. Alright, and with a 14 middle result, if the result is between 10 and 15, I can see what you have gone through. Must have taken quite a toll on you. I do pray for a swift recovery. It does seem that your deeds are worth more than what you were hired for. I can toss you a few extra. Stick around if you need more coin. I'm sure we will need you soon. Add 8 gold to your character sheet. Add an additional 5 gold for each person you saved and noted on your character sheet. So that is plus 18 gold to our 27. That is, 40 gold I think we're at? No. We're at 45. Yeah. 45 gold. That's awesome. Moving on to Victor Felmount. Is that him? That must be. The text makes it sound like it's him talking. Thank you for meeting with me. I heard you've been busy helping quell the oddities occurring throughout the city. With the church, the sewer rat, and the sewer rats. Since you served me, I believe I can trust you. Everything began to occur around the time Godwin disappeared. I believe it may be connected, and I would like your help in investigating the matter. I hope you find the truth. Check your intuition to get a reading on the situation and Victor Felmount. Oh, wisdom. Cool. Wisdom is +1 now. Yay. 3 + 1, that's a 4. All right. If the result is 7 or less, you rescued Victor Falmouth and feel that he must hold you to some level of respect, and he would not come he would not come to you for such an important matter. He mentioned before about Godwin being a traitor. Perhaps through helping Victor, you will find out why and maybe help the city further. Well, as a paladin, I think searching out the truth is important and helps everyone involved. So, yeah, I do think this is still worth it. But the fact that I rolled so low and then immediately go, he must think I'm awesome, means he probably doesn't, but I don't know that, right? You step into Godwin the Great's lab and discover a room full of wonder. It appears some equipment and experiments were left on. There must be some useful information around. Intellect check. Alright, search around the lab. We get a 6 plus 1, 7. Worst result still. If the result is 7 or less, you rummage through the various equipment setups that Godwin has around the room. There's a large diorama of spinning plates that looks interesting. You open what appears to be an empty cage. As you do, a large cat inside becomes visible and bites you. Reduce your health by 3. 18. Sorry, where was I? It apparently has not been fed for a while. Did Godwin cast an invisibility spell on that cat, or was that a natural ability? Either way, it runs off. That's too bad. I would have fed it. You're looking through some interesting books in the wizard's bookcase. You go to pull out a book, and you hear a click. The bookshelf slides open to reveal a secret door covered in runes. So we can read the runes to open the door. We can bypass the magic lock. We can force the door, or we can smash the door. I don't think Wulfric Greyhand can read runes, so he's probably just going to try to force the door open. And that's with strength, so plus 2. That's 7 plus 2 is 9. Let's see. If the result is 19 or less, wow. The moment you try to force the door open, the runes on the door light up and send a bit of electricity through you. Reduce your health by 2. Try an option you haven't tried yet. 16, okay. Next up, I think he would just smash the door. I don't think he would think to pick a magical lock. So I think it's just smashy smashy. It was damage, right? I rolled damage? Yeah. So 7 damage. Oh, man. If your damage total is less than 15... okay. So, yeah, 7. Your attack slams into the door. The runes light up and send a shock of electricity through you. Reduce your health by 2. It will surely break if you strike again and deal more than a total of 15. So, reduce your health by 2. Down to 14, it looks like. Wow. That was fast. 8. And where is it? There it is. 3, that is 11, plus the 7 beforehand. So, yeah, we break through it finally. If your total damage is 15 or more, you bust open the door. Nice work. Through the secret door in the court wizard's lab, you find a room of many treasures. The most shocking object sits on a pedestal in the middle of the room, a cracked dragon egg. What do you recall about dragons? Probably nothing. It's a intellect roll. Natural 20! Maybe I'm a paladin of some like dragon god, so I do know quite a bit about dragons actually. If your result is 15 or more, you know this is a dragon egg from pictures and books you have seen and studies you have done on the history of dragons. The size and scales alone are enough of an indicator. However, dragons have been extinct for many centuries after being hunted for sport. Remnants of dragons haven't even been seen in ages. Any bones, teeth, or scales are sold for high prices to wealthy lords that wish to keep pieces of art and history. Sometimes wizards will acquire them with their innate magical properties. You know of a moment deep in the Marinvern Forest, that is a burial place for ancient dragon. Of the ancient dragon, Frostharid. Tharavid. No idea how to pronounce that. She is revered for working alongside the people to tame and establish harmony with magic. Dragon eggs are even more rare since the birthplace of dragons has never been known. The only drawing of eggs were rumored to have been leaked to scholars from the ancient dragon cult. The idea that one could be in this condition is beyond astonishing. While still in awe, you approach the dragon egg to get a closer look, and as you get nearer, a burst of hot flames erupt from the ground. The egg was protected with a trap. Get out of the way. Roll dexterity. Okay. 14 plus 1, so 15 total. Your instincts are quick. You hear a burst of fire and move fast, but are unable to escape the flame. Reduce your health by 3? That's a lot of damage for such a high result. I'm down to 11 health. I'm practically at half health. The flames die down and you approach to get a closer look at the egg. Peering inside, you find it holds a familiar substance, a black ooze that shimmers purple. The ooze you have seen around the city is the yolk of a dragon egg? With virals around the wizard's shop, you now have a chance to safely collect some of this slime. So we're going to collect it and without touching it, and we need to roll dexterity for that. That's a 5. That's not good. If the result is 6 or less, you grab a nearby vial and dip it into the egg to collect some of that black yolk. Your fingers have a moment of clumsiness and the vial slips fully into the ooze and disappears. You react by instinct and reach your hand into the ooze to grab the vial. As your hand touches the substance, you feel an immense cold surge through your body. Your mind clouds over in anger as you fight off an unusual confusion swirling your thoughts. Constitution. Okay, Constitution, we got an 18. If the result is 11 or more, reduce your health by 4. Jeez! We're down to 7 health. And we haven't even fought anything. Okay. Within the secret room of Godwin's lab, you find a locked chest. There's bound to be a wizard's trove of treasure inside. If only you could get it open. So we need to search for a key, which is intellect, pick the lock, which is dexterity, or smash the lock, which is damage. First we're going to try picking the lock. Well, no, first we would search for a key, so A. 4. If the result is 14 or less, you search the lab but find no key. Try another option you haven't tried yet. I guess we'll pick the lock with dexterity. 15 plus 1, 16. If your result is 11 or more, you pick the lock clicks open. Nice work. Inside the chest, you find 10 gold. So we're up to 55. A mental draught and a physical elixir? What are those things? One mental draught. One physical elixir. I need to take this, so I gotta edit this. Sorry. Okay. So where was I? I think I had just picked the lock, and I got the 10 gold, the mental draught, and the physical elixir, which, when consumed, gives me. This one is wisdom. This one is strength. Oh no, this is just all mental stuff, and the other one's all physical stuff. Okay, okay. So I don't have enough space to write all that stuff, so I'll just leave it at that, and I'll just have to like refer back to the rules to remind myself, I guess. I think aged wine also gives me something for charisma. But we will continue on. I think it's our last day. Yeah, I got a phone call I could not skip right before the end of this. Wand of Pain. You pull a wand out of the chest. It is a light piece of wood with a small thread of gold running along the length of it. The wand feels balanced and sturdy in your hand. Once you touch it, the gold lace along the shaft begins to glow. It almost feels alive and aching to be used to inflict pain on a creature. This one feels dangerous on its own. It would be deadly in the wrong hands. Once per rest, use in combat to add D10 to a damage roll. Ignores all armor to hit automatically. That, once per rest? That seems insane. That is so good. What's the downside? That's going to take a while to write here. Wand of Pain. Let's put a box, just like the other abilities. Add 10, or I have to say once per rest. I guess once per rest it's the downside, but still, like, that's so good. Once per rest. Add 1d10 to damage. Ignores armor to hit. That is so good. Does that mean, like... Okay, so most of the time when you hit, you know, and you deal damage, if you deal enough damage, the enemy is stunned. Does that mean you'll basically get one auto stun? That seems really good, especially if, like, let's say I'm fighting that big spider, right, that I just fought. That last round, I could just be like, Wand of Pain, roll d10, and if I do enough, it's dead. I don't have to roll to hit. I don't have to do, you know, roll extra damage, anything like that. That seems really good. Wow. I wonder if I'm even reading this correctly. I feel like this should just be a one-time use period. Well, we're definitely getting more powerful. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next month of May. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out either. Also, check out the Voidspark Chronicles and the Wolves of Langston, also being played on this channel. Go and like this video. Already said the subscribe bit. Join the Discord to talk quest calendar or play a tabletop role-playing game with me. And of course, until next time, keep rolling dice.